Alright, back out in the garage. It is Valentine's Day. My wife and I kind of did something last night, sort of. Last night, or yesterday, was the anniversary of her dad passing away from pancreatic cancer. I think it was pancreatic. Whatever it was, it wasn't good. It got him quick. I guess, if you positive note, he had Alzheimer's, so he really didn't know he was sick. So anyway, back out in the garage. Tonight's project, I'm going to start in on the tear down on the 302 Super engine, just to see what we got going on inside, so we can I need to figure out what I got inside the motor, so I can figure out what parts we need. This video is more of something for me to come back later when I go to put it back together. But the plan is tonight we're going to get the oil pressure sender wire off, wires on the alternator off, the wires on the coil off. When I get all this disconnected, then this much of the wiring harness, and once all that's disconnected, I'm going to take these two bolts here out, and we can get the voltage regulator and all this wiring and this big bracket here. We'll lay it up here on the dash and get it out of the way, and then we will probably unbolt the coil. Looks like maybe we can just take that one bolt there out, get the coil out. We'll probably dangle it over here out of the way. 4 bolts, get the air cleaner loose. Come around this side, we'll once that's loose, that'll come off because there's no hose clamp down there. But we'll get the air cleaner out of the way. Fuel shut off. It shouldn't. I don't know how much gas is in it, but with the carburetor off. I've sprayed the manifold studs down, or nuts down, with some Aerocroil. Not sponsored, just like it. So hopefully when I get around and get the manifold off without breaking those studs off. I don't know if I'll get to that tonight or not yet. But so we'll get that off. Get that off. That'll be ready to come off. Get that off. We'll get that off. Get that off. Maybe we'll see. Pull the valve cover off, and then see what's under there. And I've never torn into one of these, so can't be too hard. I mean, you know, but we'll if I have a lot of luck, maybe we'll get the heads off tonight. I don't know, because there's a short tube that goes between the heads for the coolant to pass back and forth, and I think there's one between the blocks too, if I remember right. We'll see. I may not be man enough anymore to pick 2 heads up off at the same time. We'll have to see how it goes. If I can't get it, then we'll probably be at a standstill until I can get down to the farm and get my engine crane. If I can get my cherry picker back up here, it'd be easy to, you know, heads off together, blocks off together, whatever. If I can get the valve cover off, see about getting the heads off. Maybe drain the oil, pull the side cover, and then come up here. Oh, I can't pull the heads. I gotta come up here and right there, drain the radiator. So probably while I'm disconnecting all this wiring and taking all this stuff off up there, I'll probably be working on get a bucket under that and drain the radiator down. So once the radiator is drained, then when I pull the heads, won't be any coolant in the heads, making a big mess. Yeah, drain the radiator, drain the oil, take all this stuff loose, just start tearing her down. That's the plan for tonight anyway. Get a good start on it. Of course, it's, you know, 15 degrees out tonight or something crazy, but it's supposed to be up like 50 by Wednesday, so you know, good warm weather like that, that'll be a little more conducive for me, or make me feel like getting out here and working on it more. The heater works, but anyway, so just for my own sake, red wire goes there. I wouldn't have, if I take this bolt off, I shouldn't have to take that one off, so we won't worry about that. Red wire goes there. That plug just plugs in. It's a black wire with a boot and a eyelet there, and then there's another, looks like a blue wire that goes down to there. I'm assuming it's got an eyelet. We shouldn't get those two mixed up because of length, but just for future reference, when I go to put it back together, that's how that goes. That's really the only main thing that I'll need to remember. And then as we tear into it, like I say, I've been told that we might be able to have enough room without pulling the frame off and separating the front end from the back end to get that pulley off, to get that little front cover back in there off, to get to the governor. The governor cassette is right back in here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right in that front case, in behind that front cover. I've been told you got to slide the front end off, but I've also been told by somebody else that there's enough room, so I don't know. There's a big nut on the end of the crankshaft. I don't think there's enough room for me to get a wrench in there to get that off, but we shall see. But say tonight's project: drainer, drain oil, air cleaner, that support bracket, the coil, valve cover, and then we'll see from there if I've got time and energy to maybe pull heads. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I got a sandwich in there getting cold, so I'll be back.